pursuing a remedy that our region so desperately needs. Number two, I want to thank so many of my friends I see here who've been considering this moving forward. I've been a part of this coalition, at least in the legislature, serving with members who are now retired and even on the clock still, to try to get this thing moving. And I want to pursue this from a little bit of a different perspective, and I hope this makes some impact, particularly so I don't repeat anything that's been said. One of Michigan's major issues is that from a DNA standpoint, we're not doing what it is that we do best. We do transportation, infrastructure on transportation, globalization of cargo hubbing, and moving goods and services around the country better than anybody. You might build Toyotas, you might build Fords, you might build Chryslers and GM cars in Tennessee, if you will, but they're going to get that engineering from Detroit, Michigan, because of the minds and the engineering and the people who are available here. 72 countries trade on that river every day. Not a single one of them stops into port into Detroit, Michigan. Every basketball court made for NBA and NCAA use is made in the state of Michigan, and it is cargoed down one of our illustrious lakes, and it moves into Chicago, Illinois. Toledo and Chicago both have stolen our DNA on transportation and infrastructure. This is more than about moving people region to region, city to city, to help them find jobs. We are at the ground floor of an opportunity to regenerate or put our state, our city in a position to really draw in federal, state, county, and local dollars to do something that would be amazing. I was sitting in the room in 2011 when Rick Snyder was first elected. And in that room was Peter Rogoff, the Transportation Administration, everybody under Ray LaHood, myself, Rick Snyder, Dave Bing, Mark Hackle, Robert Ficano, and most notably, for the purposes of this discussion, Oakland County Executive Patterson. And we were having a great discussion, and there was $6 billion on the table. And we were ready to receive this thing until it really devolved into a conversation between Brooks and the governor, and it was a Mexican standoff about who had more political chops and power and who was running the show on the Republican side. And Rick Snyder was new, and Brooks flexed. And what happened was a receding of that opportunity. That money went back to D.C., and the administration that sat in that room was abhorred. You should have seen the horrified looks on their faces, understanding that the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan and our region was saying no to very necessary dollars that would have put us at the front of the food chain and given somebody like Transportation Secretary Anthony Foxx an opportunity to put his stamp as a city mayor on a city that he loves like the city of Detroit. I'm going to end with this. If we're going to get really smart about saving this region and about moving ourselves forward, we're going to have to do the very necessary things that allow us to do that. Citizens are begging to make this vote. I implore that you give them that allowance to do the exact thing that they're asking. Thank you.